All right, welcome to 3.3 medium in Unit 6. Okay, so you'll need paper for tracing and a millimeter for ruler. Okay, let's do this order from least to greatest. So that's 2196, 2275, 2279, 2298. Next one we have -9 is the smallest, then -8, then -6, 0, 1, 10. And then the last one, 9.05, 9.25, 9.50 or 5, 9.75, and 9.8. Okay, so Kira is a repair technician. She uses text messages to communicate with clients and coworkers. What is the median number of daily text messages that Kira sent last week? So what is median? Well, over here on the side it says it's the middle term in a set of data arranged in order. If there is an even number of numbers, the median is halfway between the middle values. Okay, so we have days and number of texts. Order the numbers from least to greatest. So that's 95, 101, 104, 108, and 117. Number 2, what is the median number of daily text messages Kira sent? Well, that's median would be the middle value. The middle value is 104. So you just circle it, and it's 104. Not too bad. Example 1, we have a school basketball team scored these numbers of points in their first 8 games. What is their median number of points the team scored? And reflection, does the median change if the numbers are ordered from greatest to least? No, it shouldn't. Hint, when determining the median for a data set, use the number of times they are in the data set. Okay, so order the numbers from least to greatest. Let's do that. We got 59, 61, 72, 74, 80, 86, 86, and 91. Notice that there's 2 86s, so you have to include them. What is the median? Okay, well, the middle is in between here, so we would circle both of these. That's the median. What is the median number of points for these games? So the median is the mean of 2 middle numbers. So we have 74 and 80. Well, we're going to add them together and divide by 2, so we will get 77. That's our true median for this value set because we have 2 middle numbers. And remember mean from last 3.1 and 3.2. That's what the mean reference is. Okay, we have example 2. We have Liam, real estate agent in Winnipeg. Last month he sold 9 homes. The prices are in the chart at the right. Is the median or the mean a better measure of central tendency for Liam's typical sending? What is central tendency? Well, right here, a measure of central tendency is a way to summarize the values in a data set with a single value. Okay, so we have selling price is here. We have the 9 houses. Solution, is the mean or median better? Well, let's figure out the mean. What is the mean selling price for these homes? Mean is from our previous 3.1, so what you do is add them all together to get 2,000,000 843 500, and you divide it by how many there are, which is 9, and you get 315,944.44. So that's the mean selling price. So how is it different from the median? Well, let's see. We have to order the selling prices from least to greatest and then circle the median. Let's see how it's different. So we have 188, 223, 248, 257, 264, 272, 288, 319, and 784,000. Okay, so the median price is the middle one. The middle one is this one. So 264. What selling price is an outlier? If you remember from before, outliers are things that don't really fit because they're either too huge or too small. And the outlier would be the 784,000 because it's just massive. So is the median or mean a better measure of central tendency for Liam? The median. Because 7 of the 9 homes cost less than the mean. Because 7 of the 9 homes cost less than the mean. And our mean was 315. So that's why it's better. Because of that outlier, our mean shot up to 315, and all of our other houses aren't even really close to that. So sometimes it's better to use mean, sometimes it's better to use median. Okay, practice. How much practice do we have here for this? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Number 1, we have Jacob uses a spring caliper to measure the width of a metal part on his bicycle. To reduce measurement error, he measures 7 times. The measurements in centimeters are all of those numbers. Order the measurements from least to greatest. What is the median? Okay, so put them from least to greatest. Least is 6.9. Greatest will be your 7.3. So circle the middle value of all of these. So that's not too bad. 2. We have Erin wants to buy a new car. She's has compared the fuel economy of several vehicles. This list gives the number of liters of fuel that is used by these vehicles for 100 kilometers of city driving. Okay, so we have a bunch of those. What is the median fuel economy for these vehicles? Okay, so that's the middle value. Well, first we gotta order them from least to greatest. So 4.6, 10.3, 10.7, 10.8, 11.1, 11.6, 11.9, and 14.1. So we have these two are the middle. And when we have 2 middles, we have to add them and divide by 2. So what do they add up to? And then divide them by 2. should get a value of 10.95. So that's our median. So one car that Aaron likes is a hybrid. It uses electricity for some city driving, so it uses less fuel. How does the median change if the outlier is removed? So obviously the outlier is going to be that tiny number right here. So that's 4.6. The median without it would just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3 would be the middle number, which would be 11.1. So without the outlier, it goes up because the outlier is small. And if you don't know where I got this from, it's just the middle. Now that this 4.6 is removed, everything shoves over, and then this becomes the middle. Okay, C. How does removing the outlier affect the mean? All right, original mean, you added them all, divided by 8, you got this value. Mean without the outlier, added them all up, but didn't add the 4.6. And divide by 7, you get 11.5. What does that mean? The mean increased. So the mean increased from 10.6 to 11.5. So removing the outlier for the mean means it went up, and removing it for the median, it also went up. So makes sense because it was small. Let's look at number 3. Hector completed his carpentry apprenticeship. He applied for 6 jobs. List the hourly wages for these jobs right there. What is the median hourly wage? Okay, so that means add them all up. Do exactly what we did in the above. Order them from smallest to largest. So smallest would be 27.48. And biggest would be 33.85. So put the rest in here from this part. Circle the middle. You're going to have 2 values, so add the 2 values and then divide them by 2, just like we did in the previous, to get the answer. What is the mean? The mean would be adding them all. So you just have to take the value, add them all together, and then divide them by how many there are. So add all these and put them here. Oopsies. And put them right here. And then divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get your mean. Suppose that the lowest wage increased from 27.48 to 28.48. How would this affect the median and the mode? Or mean and the median? Let me know. What do you think? Okay, number 4. Whitney received these donations for a charity run. Okay, we have those ones. What error did Whitney make when she determined the median? Describe and correct her error. Donations, she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but there's way more than 8 over here. And then she took the 2 middle numbers, divided them by 2, got 35. So her error, she actually didn't write all of them out. There's a 5, then another 5, then 10, and a 10. I'm getting these over here. 5, 5, 10, 10. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then there's 130 and 240s. $30, 240s, 250s, 100, and a 200. So the middle would be this guy. So median equals 20, not 35 as she originally did. So always make sure you write down all of the values that you're given. What is the mean donation? Well, the mean would be all of them added together. All of them added together is 620. And they said that there was 15 of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4 is 16 minus 1. So 15. The mean would be 4133 is the mean. Which donation could be considered outliers? The big ones, probably 100 and 200, because there's not very many and they're kind of way bigger than the rest. Do you think the median or the mean is a better measure of a typical donation in this situation? If you remove the outliers for this problem, so if we got rid of, let's say, these two, you'd shift it over to over here, it would still be 20. So I would think the median would be the best, because if I added all these up and divided by 13, my mean would be completely different, but my median would stay the same. So median is better. Because if outliers were removed, it wouldn't change. Good. Let's go to 5. Environment Canada keeps track of weather data for Canadian cities. What is the median daily max temperature in Calgary? So you're going to put the smallest to the biggest, so negative 2.8, then negative 1.3, then all the way up to 22.9. They're going to be 2, so circle the 2, then add them together and divide by 2, and you'll get your median. Good. So do that for me. Next, trace your fingers, then measure and record the widths of your fingers. What is each measure a central tendency of? So your median finger width, I guess I'll just use mine. You can measure yours and see the difference. So I traced out my hand on a piece of paper, took a ruler, I measured my fingers. Your median finger width, out of the 5 that I measured, I got 1.2, I got a 1.6, I got a 1.6, 1.8, and 2.1. So that would be my median. The mean would be adding them all together and dividing by 5, which gives me a 1.66. And your trimmed mean finger width is just the decimals, but we trimmed the 6666 to give us. So pretty simple. Okay, that's it for 3.4. Next video will be that's it for 3.3. Next video is 3.4 mode.